Hello students, welcome to Wicca 101, How to Become a Witch, The True Path to Nature and Spirituality by Lady Forest Owl. My Christian name is Susanna Mulligan, and I'm the CEO of the Spiritual Alchemy Institute of Tampa Bay, which is an online education platform dedicated to the students to learn all kinds of metaphysical and spiritual classes. I hope that you will enjoy the course. I am a witch. Some find their home in the witch's craft, touching magic, wielding power. But each must seek and find their path. Is this your way? Is this your hour? Sing to Goddess Moon times 3, touching magic, wielding power. Drink to God staghorn he, and a witch at every hour. Celebrate as the wheel turns, touching magic, wielding power. Dance and leap as the belfire burns, and a witch at every hour. Water, fire, earth and air, touching magic, wielding power. Ruled by spirit, all is there, and a witch at every hour. Based on knowledge, filled with love, touching magic, wielding power. As below, so above, and a witch at every hour. In darkest night, in forest deep, touching magic, wielding power. In broad daylight, awake, asleep, and a witch at every hour. At your altar seek the way, touching magic, wielding power. With a spirit, star, and end each day, and a witch at every hour. And yet harm none, do as ye will, touching magic, wielding power. Heal always, never kill, and a witch at every hour. I cast the circle, raise the cone, touching magic, wielding power. And pour the wine when magic's flown, and a witch at every hour. Work your will, but earth revere, touching magic, wielding power. And every creature living here, and a witch at every hour. Soar upon the astral plains, touching magic, wielding power. Visit woodland, fairy fanes, and a witch at every hour. Dance the round with pagan folk, touching magic, wielding power. Neath the stars, beside the oak, and a witch at every hour. And goddess, never born, touching magic, wielding power. I wear the crescent, wear the horn, and a witch at every hour. We may forgive, but we can't forget, touching magic, wielding power. We'll claim our place in sunlight yet, and a witch at every hour. Many seek, a few might find, touching magic, wielding power. That witchcraft feeds the heart and mind, and a witch at every hour. Welcome to the course. We're gonna learn what this means and why do you want to become a witch. Let's go to our first module. A man always has two reasons for doing anything, a good reason and the real reason. This was said by J.P. Morgan. So we're going to talk today in this class in the first few minutes about the real reasons to choose the path. This is not a real superficial class about Wicca. I think it's a very good foundational course for those of you that have some questions about what Wicca is, witches' commandments, and background or history of Wicca. We pretty much cover everything that a first and second year witch should know. Merry Meet is a traditional greeting among witches. I am so glad that you decided to look into this course, and I will be even happier if it helps you begin your journey into the world of witchcraft and Wicca. Perhaps you heard about the craft became interested and are exploring it alone. This happens to some of us. This course is a good introduction. Or perhaps you found a coven and I have recommended this course. Almost everything you have seen and heard about witches in popular comics, cartoons, role-playing games, songs, books, television shows, and movies is wrong. Those are fairy tales, fantasies, and entertainment. There are real witches, and there's also a witch network in existence. Witchcraft is incredibly diverse from place to place, coven to coven, individual to individual. There is no one true way to be a witch, and that is one of the glories of the craft. There is room for individuality and freedom and different points of view. These are the bedrocks of witchcraft. It is no place for dogmatics, followers, or sheep. If you want to be told what to believe and how your spiritual life should be, you might want to look elsewhere. Start with the fact that witchcraft is partly a craft. We call it a craft because it delineates the arts and the skills of magic, and partly the spiritual path. Some witches focus on the first part and some on the second. Many of the spiritually oriented people, including myself, we call ourselves Wiccan witches or priestesses, or priest if you are a male of Wicca. Our heritage as witches is in the ancient nature-loving religions and folk wakes of Europe. Our formal spiritual path, Wicca, is a modern neo-pagan religion that got its start in the 1950s in England. Witches abhor dogma, creeds, ironclad rules, authority, and anything that stifles the human spirit or treats people as subjects, market segments, or mere consumers. Witches prize individuality, spontaneity, creativity, and freedom. We seek wisdom, love, and power to be used for individual freedom and common good. Witches are explorers. We believe in the value of science and technology when carefully and ethically used. We know that science has barely touched the mysteries of life and death, and so we are also mystics and adventurers in the realms of mythology, magic, meaning, and the realms of the spirit. We know that there are realities beyond the material world and consensus reality, and we intend to explore them. We move among goddesses and gods, animal allies and plant divas, fairies and legends, sylphs and salamanders, the speaking stones and talking trees, and our world is deeper and richer, more colorful and harmonious than most people will ever know. You will need courage to follow this path. Dwellers in the ordinary world will call you crazy or foolish, or possibly evil. Yet there is something harder than facing their condescension or ignorance, facing the changes that will happen within you. Of the goddess we say, everything she touches changes, and if you believe and enter our world, you will be changed forever. Some of the changes you will experience will be exhilarating and wonderful, empowering you and intellectually expanding. Others will make it harder for you to relate to what we call the Muggle world, since less content with convention and habit and mindless labor. Your spirit will be goddess touch, and you may become a little wild, a little fey, and a little weird. Accept that or seek another path. This world is not for everyone. Most people will do better to choose a different spiritual path with more rules and guidance and fewer challenges. But if you are heart drawn to the craft, then you're welcome, whether you're a female or male, white, black, brown, yellow, or red, straight, gay, bisexual, or transgender. Most witches know that the outer package matters very little. What matters is your courageous heart, your open mind, and your questing spirit. In a little while, in our Module 2, we're going to learn about what are some of the really good reasons for choosing the white witchcraft or Wicca, and what are the challenges and risks. I see you then.